Hi, everyone. In this negotiation scenario, we'll be exploring the process of renting a luxury student apartment, specifically from the perspective of a male college student, and that very role will be enacted by Keith McGlowan. We all know him. He's part of our negotiations courses. Our goal so far is to secure a suitable living arrangement while considering factors such as affordability, amenities, personal needs, including accommodation for an emotional support animal that Keith consultants. Let's get started.
Hey, good morning. I hope everything is okay. I know I didn't schedule an appointment or anything. I'm just walking in. Anyways, my name is Keith. I saw your apartment or your apartment units and building online, and I like the aesthetics of everything. And it was this particular layout that I wanted to discuss with you. It was actually the luxury student apartment you have listed. It looks great. I like that it's walkable to campus, and I like that, I did additional research about the surrounding area. It lacked crime, and I just kind of like the setup of everything, and the payment plans and everything that you all had. I did want to discuss a little bit deeper into detail about the rental price and the leasing terms that you all are currently utilizing right now.
Well, hi, Keith. I want to properly introduce myself. My name is Jabria Harding. I'm property manager of Bridgeport Apartments. I also wanted to say it's very nice to meet you. In terms of just like, the rental units that you're interested in, let's get started on that. There are rental units available. So far, there are rental units in the forms of two-bedroom luxury apartments for students. However, the rental price per month for that very unit is $1,200 per month with a 1 year lease term.
Well, it's a pleasure formally, meeting you, Jabria. Thanks for all of that information concerning the apartment layouts. Again, everything looks fantastic, but I did want to mention that, and this is a bit of a curveball. I do have an emotional support dog named Bradley, and I do find it very important that, he stays with me in the apartment, not outside. Um, Not only that, I do want to mention that as I matriculate through really just been taking internships, seasonal internships at that. I don't work majority of the week. I don't work 30 hours a week. So $1,200 is a little bit outside of my price range. I was hoping that you all possibly had some kind of incentives in for college students. Um, maybe a little differently able. A price that would be a little bit better in my price range would probably be like about $1,000 a month. I'm exploring different options just to make sure that my budget would be manageable. And again, if you all had any kind of rental deals or discounts for students or those that would differently able, I would love to hear and talk about it and discuss moving forward with you all.
I understand, Keith. Let me check our current office and see what we can do. Okay, I'm looking at some files. Okay, regarding your emotional support animal, residents with emotional support animals are exempt from pet rental fees, meaning you wouldn't have to pay any rental fees, concerning your emotional support animal, which I presume is a dog or a cat. But in terms of that, your well-being will be taken care of, and it is important to us. And so far, you won't have to worry about the rent fees again.
Awesome. Thank you. That's so reassuring to hear, Jabria. You know how it is moving from place to place. I'm not from this area. I'm a college student. I came out here on a whim, wanting to start a new life. I'm a first generational college student, and for you all to be so accommodating, it just meant the world to me. I'm looking for a place that I can essentially make home, and I think this would be the place. I'm not looking to move from apartment to apartment year after year again as I matriculate through undergrad. So lowering the rent down to $1,000 would significantly help me manage my expenses while ensuring a comfortable living environment and helping me to focus on just my studies, which is ultimately what's most important, as I finish through with undergrad.
Given your situation, Keith, I can offer you a reduced rent of $1,050 per month. along with waiving the pet's rental fees for your emotional support animal. Additionally, I can also provide information on available rental deals for college students that offer discounted rent since you are interested in such.
Oh, okay, thank you, Jabria. I think that sounds like a fair compromise. I'm glad we were able to meet somewhere in the middle, and it seems like you are being more than gracious enough, considering my situation. So ultimately, Jabria, I just want to say I'm glad that we could find a solution that works for the both of us, and I look forward to, moving in as soon as possible and making this a seamlessly easy transition.
I'm so sorry about that. Before we finalize the agreement, I want to inform you that the apartment you're interested in is a 1,200 square foot, not foot, feet apartment with a patio and is located on the first floor for easy access. Am I correct?
I do think that I think yeah, that's correct. That sounds perfect, Jabria. However, I'm open to exploring alternatives if it helps with the rent. Are there any units available on different floors? I mean, I do have an emotional support animal and everything, but I am pretty mobile. I'm pretty active, so I wouldn't mind being able to go back and forth amongst different floors and everything, if you all would accept
Okay.
that.
Oh, sure. We do have available units on different floors. The most preferential, apartment units that we do sell for the two-bedroom luxury apartments are usually on the first floor, but we do have available units on the third floor, which are the cheapest units due to the location being the least desirable because most people don't want to go take a hike and everything on the third floor. They want to be on the first floor to just get that out the way. But anyways, the third floor will be the same luxury apartment as if it were offered on the first floor. You'll still have the aforementioned amenities and everything included. You'll still have like garbage disposal. You'll still have access to the pool and everything, to the private gym, and as well as the office where you could just do any type of business or office related work. You can also still access like the packaging room and everything that's available within the apartment building, etc. But would you be interested in considering one of these like apartment units that are available on the third floor?
No question, Jabria. Like, absolutely. So I'm, looking forward to also getting rid of some of this additional COVID weight that I gained during that time of being isolated in the house and taking, a little bit of extra stairs here and there would only be beneficial. So if we can get this paperwork taken care of, you just let me know where and when I need to swipe. I would love to move forward. Again, not just let me reiterate, I'm loving the layout. I couldn't believe that this unit was actually available. There was an apartment complex that had these type of units available for students, and I appreciate you accommodating all of my requests.
But that's good to hear, Keith. I'll be sure to send the paperwork and everything to you so we can get the lease agreement and everything started. So you maybe become a resident, a part of Bridgeport Apartments. But anyways, it was nice doing this with you, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, you all. As you can see, we just ended our conclusion, and there's a couple of points that we thought would be the pinnacle of some of the things that you should learn from this interaction that we just had concerning the negotiation practices that you all need to take forward in your regular everyday life when conducting business. So one of them would be standing in your financial truth. Um, it doesn't matter. I would be humble as possible. Sometimes being humble, people across the table from you while enacting in a transaction, especially if they have leverage, would take that humbleness and then meet you exactly where you are, and you would still be able to come away from the transaction winning in the end. In this instance, you all saw that I came to the table, I threw a curveball, regardless of what I saw online with the apartment listing, and there was actually some student discounts and some discounts for those that were differently able with the character in the script. Another point that's effective when using negotiation and something that you should learn from this is advocating for your personal needs including accommodation for emotional support animals, which is important for your mental well-being. When you are negotiating something or you're looking for a holistic, um, a holistic way of living, that Maslow's hierarchy of needs we discussed, the physiological stuff, the physical well-being, and the mental and spiritual well-being. And mentioning something that aids you in your mental well-being is important, and especially if it isn't intrusive to anyone else's way of living. Another main point that you should learn from this video is the flexibility and willingness to explore alternatives can lead to finding common ground and reaching agreements. Lastly, to wrap everything up, I would just mention it's important to be prepared and knowledgeable about the terms and conditions involved in any negotiation.
Hello guys, I will be doing the final portion of the instruction video. So far I will be giving additional tips to help you guys in financial negotiations like the ones we just displayed such in this video. But so far let's get into it. Majority of these tips are taken from the Transformative Negotiation book, which we're required to read, and the negotiations course that we're a part of. And if you already read the textbook, it's the textbook by Sarah Bedman. But let's hurry up and get into it. Okay, for the first tip is a financial biography. So far, you should write your financial future story, which includes how you wiped away your debt and became financially independent. Write about how you feel in relation to your money and how you use your money to help yourself as well as the others around. Number two, money buddy. Find someone who, like you, is committed to taking control of their financial life and start supporting each other. You can read money books and talk about what you are learning and the changes you plan to make. Sometimes it's easier to start with someone not in your family, but this also helps you practice talking about money. Now, number three, mentor yourself. Negotiation scholar Linda Babcock discovered that women advocate more powerfully on behalf of someone else than they do for themselves. Pretend you're your own mentor. Pretend that you're your own teacher and that you're breathing your own breath to yourself. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but just imagine yourself in that scenario. So just advocate heavily for yourself and be so desired. Write a letter to yourself, offering advice on how to negotiate and manage your money. Now, number four, money date. Take Tesla's advice mentioned above and schedule a money date. You can also have one alone. During her money date, Tesla reviews her cash flow while eating her favorite chocolates and listening to her favorite music. You could do the same as well, or just do something that you're comfortable with while you're doing your little money date. But anything along the lines is fine. Stretch the dollar. With your partner or roommate, pick a month and see how far you can each stretch your money. Maybe you shop at yard sales for children's clothes, or take in a matinee movie ticket. The person who saves the most wins their choice of what discounted they go to. Okay, and here's another one. One thing a day for your money. If taking hold of your finances feels overwhelming, start by doing at least one thing for your money every day. Over time, this builds comfort for money and financial competence. Take stock of your finance. To negotiate powerfully, we need to know, have, and need for stability. Can't get the words out. What we need for stability. What is your monthly income? How much do you owe? What are your monthly expenses? Can you survive on your savings for 6 months? Do you have retirement accounts? If so, what will these accounts likely generate by the time you retire? Last but not least, good money or bad money. Some people keep themselves from having money because they believe they can become wealthy by simply just exploiting others or taking advantage of over each other. In class, play good money or bad money. Like this is a class activity, by the way. Put up pictures of wealthy people and discuss the ethics of their wealth accumulation. I use author J.K. Rowling, who is the author of Harry Potter. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't even get the words out. Harry Potter. And as well as the famous artisan Beyonce Knowles Carter, Patricia Babb, and Yvonne Chouinard. I'm sorry, I'm recollect her name, whatever, but I'm pronouncing it wrong. And Steve Chen, who is also the founder of YouTube. But anyways, that's about it in terms of the final portion of this video. Hopefully someone sees this and they like this, and as well as some of the tips that we have given. But anyways, we hope that everybody who is watching this has a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.